Stop justifying your aggression in your workplace. It's not doing you any good. Why is it not? Because the only thing that you're proving out there is your own weakness in front of your staff. I'm not saying employees. I don't like the word employees because literally it means somebody that works for you so that you might pay him. What I said is stop justifying your aggression in your workplace. It's not doing you any good because you're not presenting yourself as a leader who might inspire your staff. Your workplace environment is actually led by you. If you are an executive, a manager, a C-level, a C-suite, or if you're wearing that hat which has been given to you for a certain period of time, it doesn't change you. It should not change you as a man who you are, as a woman if you are. Justifying your aggression just because one of the departments doesn't give you a report on time does not give you the right to be abusive towards anyone. Because at the end of the day, what you're doing is actually destroying the very objective for the organization that you're working with, or either you're trying to build your own business out there. Whether it's aggression, agitation, which turns into frustration. If your 9 to 5 is not productive enough, don't blame anybody else. A leader always leads himself or herself first and then leads the team. It's simple as that. You need to be very self-aware of every action and every decision that you take every day in your office. That is why what we call there's a process in everything. If you're involved in a bigger project and a report hasn't been sent to you because another department hasn't been able to work on it, that means they might be facing a challenge which only a leader can solve for them. So be that leader for them. Ask them the very powerful questions, whether they would require your help, whether they would require an assistance of another department so they would sit together and come up with a solution for it. Just don't instruct anybody to a level where you feel that you are more powerful than them, because you're not. A whole organization is a living organism. It grows with its staff, and it has a head and a heart. You are that head, but do you have a heart there? You need to be have an empathy how to work your organization through. An apathetic attitude towards your staff would always ruin your day first. I know you're more concerned about it. I know you're more concerned about your projects. I know you're more concerned about the finances or the loss, or you have set a goal for yourself that you need to achieve within a month or 2 or 3 months or in a year. But rather, is it an achievable goal? That needs to be analyzed first. Depending on that, you need to identify the very attitude. If your staff is showing towards you, it might be only you that might be giving them a tough time in doing their best job out there. Every single human resource working in an organization is there to give their 100%. And if they're not, you need to ask them the question, what is the reason? Why have not they been able to perform as they should? You have given them a JD at the time of their appointment. They know what they are supposed to do. But if their performance graph is going down, you need to first analyze the way you treat them. You need to first analyze your own workplace ethics. And then, most of all, you need to identify whether your discipline in the workplace is as per the very profession ethics that needs to be there. Productivity, performance, and the objectives of any organization are attained only if the whole of an organization grows together. As it is said that being on top is a lonely place. Being on top is a lonely place. But then it should be lonely only in your own thoughts. Because a leader always sees the bigger vision. He thinks big. But when he's on top, everybody behind him needs to feel the same way, because everyone does not have that similar mental level of achievement, or they might not have that similar bigger goals that you have as a leader there. So for an executive, a manager, a C-suite, you need to know that if you want to be at the top, you need to take your whole organization there.